Hi, my name is Martin Ødegaard, but you can call me Martin Ødegaard.
I think one way of judging just how good Martin Ødegaard can be is to look at the reaction of Real Socieded when he left them this summer. He'd originally agreed a 2-year loan deal at Real Socieded with Real Madrid, who of course is the club that own him. Real Socieded had expected him to continue for 2 years. He'd expected to continue for 2 years, but Real Madrid at the last minute, after being knocked out by Manchester City, changed that deal and called him back early. Now, obviously, on one level, this tells you how good he is. The fact that a club as big as Real Madrid wanted him back. On the other level, I think the way it tells you how good he had been is Real Sociedad's reaction. The way in which they celebrated the time that he'd had there, even though it had only been a year. The way in which they talked about the impact his departure would have on him, the huge hole that would be left in the team. Nacho Monreal talking about a team that felt orphaned after his departure. And I think it can be seen as well in the quality of the player that they sought out to replace him, which of course was David Silva. But even with David Silva there, they would have loved to have had him back this time, and I think that tells you everything as well. At Real Madrid, he hasn't had opportunities. At Real Madrid, he's had Luka Modric playing absolutely fantastically well, even at 35 ahead of him. He hasn't had continuity. He's had a couple of injuries. He's had coronavirus as well, so I think it's been a very difficult time for him at Real Madrid, and he, more than anything else, was determined to play, and that is why he's gone to Arsenal, where hopefully he can play as well as we saw him play last year, where genuinely, until lockdown at least at Real Sociedad, I think you could make an argument for saying that Martin Ødegaard was the best player in the whole of La Liga.